What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Caden, or Cantina Talk, back with episode 5 of Comic Talk with Carter and Nick. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Big news for Marvel, or big week for Marvel in general.
Yeah.
Dude, some giant news we gotta get into today for the episode.
Giant news, giant leaks.
Yeah.
Dude, what a time to be alive right now. Yeah, dude. Should we start off with Spider-Man 4?
Maybe we should start it off with Doomsday. We haven't spoken since Doomsday.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah,
That came out the day after Daredevil.
that
You're right.
5-hour live stream.
Yeah. I kind
never
of like
get
it.
that.
I like the idea.
I'm not getting that 5.5 hours back. Let me tell you. But no, definitely not the full cast. Like that's like I feel like it's a
No.
fraction of what we're getting.
Yeah, I think there's a rumor going around right now. They're going to do another one,
Yeah.
which I'm like, don't put us through another 5-hour live stream, dude.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a Sunday, because I'm doing nothing. I can't sit there and watch it.
But then they have the audacity just to upload the full thing right after.
Dude, that's
like
when they did that, I was like, dog, you could have just done that. We all would have been fine. We would have been chill. You know, everyone would have been excited.
it's crazy that got more viewership than the Deadpool Wolverine Super Bowl trailer during the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Wow, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Across like all platforms, they got more viewership than the Super Bowl trailer for Deadpool Wolverine. It's insane.
That's nuts.
So I think Marvel's officially beat the dead allegations on that one. Like the MCU is definitely not dead.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, immediately my first thought was when I saw Tanoka back as Namor, and then also Winston Duke and Letitia Wright for Shuri. I immediately was like, okay, so it's gonna be It's gonna be the Wakandans and taking place of Namor and Black Panther for Secret Wars, like that group anyway. I was like, oh, it's gonna be them. So like, Shuri might get the Infinity Gauntlet, or Namor, or I mean Winston Duke even. But I feel like he wouldn't just because he doesn't have the herb.
I feel like they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't feel like they'd give him M'Baku it just because he doesn't
Yeah.
have anything. But I feel like that's gonna be the replacement for Doomsday or Secret Wars is those three. I don't know. I could just be talking on my ass. It was just kind of a thought I had. That one also with the Thunderbolts replacing what was it? House Braddock, I think, or the like the Braddock section of it, the
Yeah.
High Avalon. Just because we haven't got any of them in the MCU yet, and I feel like the Thunderbolts cast being in the movie, they're going to be their replacement. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I see that.
Just because of the concept art with Yelena, I just kind of was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That she's going
I
to be
see
a Baron.
that. Which also, dude, that concept art with Doctor Strange, but we yet to get that official announcement. Dude, I need him to be the Marshal. That'd be so sick.
He has to be the sheriff. Like that. He's so crucial to the story.
He is.
I'm most excited for the X-Men.
Dude, I am too.
The return of everybody. Most excited for James Marsden, actually.
When the second I saw Jay, immediately I started freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then obviously Channing.
Yeah.
Channing, I
Dude,
immediately got teary-eyed. I'm like, dude, I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned it, but like 2 weeks ago he posted on his Instagram like a story. I posted him when he was filming Deadpool Wolverine and like how he was for Blink Twice, and then he posted a new photo of him like he lost a bunch of weight and he's super like he's super slim but super shredded.
Wow.
And I told my wife like, oh, he's playing Gambit, and then we got the announcement that he's back. I was just like, it makes sense. Like he lost so much weight. He looks so much like Gambit right now.
Really?
Maybe I can even throw it up on here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even see that post. But I was definitely shocked to see like all those X-Men. You know, the rumors is that like a ton of the other ones are coming in too. Halle Berry and all them.
Yeah, there's a rumor that she's close to
signing.
to signing her deal.
So this was how Channing looked during Deadpool and Wolverine, and this is how he looks right now. Like, tell me that's not Gambit.
Yeah,
that's
he's gearing up for that.
Like literally, like this was how he was during Deadpool and Wolverine, and then now this is how he is now. 110%. Like he's.
It's interesting that they didn't announce characters like Doctor Strange or Spider-Man to not, you know, in the initial thing.
I feel like they gotta keep it a little bit of a surprise, so that's probably why.
Right.
But,
I feel like I feel like I'd be fine if Spider-Man wasn't in this movie.
Really?
I feel like I'd be okay because of Spider-Man 4 taking place during during the event. So I'd be fine if he's not.
And we already know that Secret Wars is going to be 3 to 3.5 hours, so there's plenty of time to bring them there.
Yeah, the Russo brothers are right. That's our goal. It's like a 3-hour. It's another 3-hour movie.
I would love for it to be 2 parts, Secret Wars.
I would love that. Give us, and then after that, fucking give us Avengers versus X-Men after that. Because honestly, I don't think we're gonna see that in Secret Wars. I genuinely don't feel like they're gonna fit that in. Because
I don't know. They might find a way to do it. They might find a little thing. They might. Honestly, it might be like a tease, like the same way they've built up Civil War through those movies, where they always had Cap and Iron Man clash a little bit. It might be a tease with that.
I mean, I would love for that. I feel like if they were to do like full Avengers versus X-Men in Secret Wars, it would just take away from it. Like once the universe gets reset, then let's do that right away as like the first big thing, just to like kick it off.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it would definitely take away from everything else, but I still feel like there's gonna be some type of clashing.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's definitely. I mean, if you have Cyclops and I don't know the Maker together, of course they're gonna be going back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, I just wonder how deep the clashing will go between everybody.
Yeah, I'm so curious on how the Fantastic Four is going to like
fit in.
Yeah, like how are they gonna like because they're in the 60s, they have a different kind of mannerisms and everything. How are they gonna fit in here?
I also see the rumor that there's gonna be the Council of Reeds and stuff. I don't know if that's true.
That'd be hilarious.
I would love
bring back John Krasinski. Let's go.
Have Miles Teller in there as the Maker. Bring back John. Bring back Iwan too. Even though he died in the void. I don't know. I would love for the Fantastic Four to be like a main part of it and not be kind of like put to the side, especially with like obviously with everything with Sue and Doom and Valerian. So like I don't know. I definitely feel like the Thing is not going to be as prevalent. At least maybe not in Secret Wars. Maybe in Doomsday more, but definitely not in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Who do you think's the leads for like Doomsday and Secret Wars?
Honestly, as bad as this might sound, RDJ. I feel like it's gonna start off with like an origin almost, with like Latvian.
Yeah.
Like from this right here.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna get part of this at the beginning, just so that we can, because we haven't seen Latveria at all.
Right.
In any movies.
I feel like it's going to be the same way they did Infinity War, in the sense of Thanos is the main character. We're mostly seeing it through his POV.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I feel like these movies got to be like 4 hours each.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much going on.
I wish they both were, and it's kind of sad that they're not both going to be.
Yeah.
But as long as they make it good, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Can I catch up some chats real quick? Sandeep, hi guys. How's it going, my man?
What's up?
Jessica, welcome. Jack, back. New member, thank you, dude. Welcome. Jesse, sup, boys? Mr.
What's up?
Josh says hi. What's going on, my dude? Dr. Katina, welcome, my man. Mr. Strange World, why is the episode not out yet? It comes out in 20 minutes. We just want to hop on a little bit early and discuss all the news because it's a giant news week for Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Josh,
big
fan. Big fan of you, my guy. What do you mean? But yeah, dude. Doomsday is gonna be crazy. Honestly, the only reason why I think Chris Hemsworth is on that announcement is because of the Thor Corp and Doom.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only reason why he's in this movie.
Yeah.
We think they're doing the Evil Avengers. Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, whoever from the Maker's universe, I would say 100%. If we're gonna have the Maker even in this movie.
Yeah, because it's also interesting. Like Mark Ruffalo, Jeremy Renner weren't announced.
Dude,
I know you want to keep some things a secret, but
part two.
part two. Yeah, we gotta wait for that, I guess.
I honestly want Maestro Hulk to be in this movie, but I don't want it to be Ruffalo. I want it to be Eric Bana or Norton. Or even, honestly, Lou Ferrigno. Cool. Bring in Lou Ferrigno in some way.
That would be cool. That would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting, actually. But it's like, how would Chris Hemsworth fit in? Would there be Chris Hemsworth playing 2 characters?
Oh, it would be Chris Hemsworth playing upwards of 30 different
Yeah,
variants
you
of
think
Thor.
they would do that?
Yeah, we get Beta Ray Bill. I'm 100%.
Yeah,
I
we need
guarantee it.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. There's just so much that could go on. I feel like it's like there's so many different routes to take that it's like again these movies need to be 4 hours each.
If we don't get Beta Ray Bill, I'm gonna be a little upset because it's like they've already teased him so much.
Yeah.
Had to fix that. Doc's myself a bit. It's all good, dude. It happens. You also said, "Is that Nick?" Yeah, yes, sir. It is Nick. Always good to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Doing great.
Thank you, man. Any announcements we can expect this week from Marvel? I feel like there's still a few more in the bag for CinemaCon. I mean, we got the news that Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to be coming out. So, finally,
Dude.
it's out of development hell.
I'm gonna be an old man when that movie drops.
GTA 6 is coming out before it, dude. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel, dude. Okay, so to give you context, I graduated high school when the first one came out.
Like,
I'll
I'm
be
starting middle school.
28 by the time the third one comes out, dude.
That's crazy.
Like literally, it comes out 2 days before my birthday.
Oh, have they released the release date?
June 4th, 2028. Or no, 2027.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
GTA 6. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, no.
When the release date come out? I didn't see that.
No. June
bad.
4th, 2027 is when Beyond Spider-Verse comes out, and I'll be an old man by that time. I'll be entering in a retirement home.
And I it feels weird definitely being the youngest one here, just being 22. Definitely. Yeah. Rossi with the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you so much. You're the goat, dude.
Hell yeah.
I was confused why it got released 1 hour later, but then realized that I'm in Sweden and like in the UK, and moved an hour forward for summertime. Dude, for us in the US, daylight savings definitely screwed with me too a little bit when it switched over. Because all my computer stuff switched over, but nothing else in my car did or anything, so it's a little odd. I feel like we should just get rid of that altogether. Just have one time. Makes it so much easier. All the legacy characters back for Doomsday and Secret Wars are just a handful. Confirmed a handful. But I don't know.
A loaded question. That's the top.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm gonna say anything is possible and everything is possible. So probably yes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And in what capacity too is the tough one.
Yeah, because also too, like Star-Lord only had 3 minutes in Infinity War and Endgame, I think, like combined.
What?
But yeah, but I'm saying Wong had 48 seconds, but Wong felt like a pivotal part of those movies.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So if they do it right, like we're not gonna have like it's
You're not gonna even
feel,
notice.
Yeah, you're not even gonna notice.
Yeah.
Because like Spider-Man had 3 minutes of screen time in Endgame and Infinity War, I think, together. So like that's what I'm saying. Like it's,
wow.
Yeah. Like if they do it right, we won't even notice.
Wow. So what do you guys think of the announcement with Spider-Man?
I'm over the moon.
Pumped. I thought I thought they were pulling our leg. I like how the logo looks. Like the title card.
Yeah.
It's classy.
Immediately it reminded me of the animated show, like the logo from the animated show, and I was like, dude, don't start giving me those vibes because I'm gonna get my hopes up.
Yeah.
Like, expect disappointment and you won't be disappointed. I just gotta keep telling myself that just to keep my expectations low because I'm gonna like shoot to the moon.
Nah, my expectations are very high for Spider-Man.
For Spider-Man,
mine too. I'm full of shit. Mine too.
for Spider-Man, mine is very high. For Avengers, I'm like, I gotta see some footage.
The fact that we're also getting it like a month and a half after Doomsday, like we're gonna be eating good next year. We're already eating good this year, but we're gonna be eating really good next year.
Dude, Daredevil season 2,
Punisher,
Doomsday, Spider-Man 4,
X-Men 97.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Yeah, X-Men 97. You're a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Vision 2.
Yeah, Vision Quest.
Oh my god!
Like, dude, I thought this year was stacked, but no, it's not even remotely close. Like, it is stacked.
Marvel cannot afford to have a miss next year.
Yeah, they can't. Like, I guarantee Wonder Man and Ironheart are gonna be like ones that don't do well. But that's the end of the shit that was filmed 3 years ago almost. Yeah. So it's like it's the same thing. Honestly, to me, it was the same thing with Acolyte. Like, okay, this was already filmed a while ago. Now they're just putting it out. They invested all the money in it. They're gonna put it out regardless. Once we're through with that, it's done. We're done with the bad shit. Now it's time to get into the good shit.
Right.
So I feel like that's how it's gonna go. But I could be wrong.
No, I can see that. I can definitely see that. At least I'm hoping for that, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping. But Nick, were you in here when Carter was talking about it? But so in Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland's getting a new suit. But Carter said that all right, I'll let you have the floor. Why don't you tell everyone what you told me?
They came out and they said that there's going to be a new suit for Spider-Man and which kind of makes sense because it's been a whole theme. But they said it's going to be a variation of the Final Swing suit because apparently, and I didn't know this, but that suit was fully CGI during the Final Swing. But they said with this one, their goal is for practicality, which I'm pumped for because practical suits are better.
I loved how it looked in the Final Swing.
Oh yeah, I love the colors. The colors
that might have been my favorite suit, honestly.
It's my favorite MCU Spider-Man suit, without 100%. Especially like, because I didn't know that it wasn't practical. At least when like Peter goes to the window and I figured obviously when he's swinging and stuff, that was all CG. But the fact that even then it wasn't, I loved it. It's gonna be practical because Carter mentioned this earlier. Like sitting next to Toby and Andrew, you can definitely tell that Tom's suit was CG. And I want to see that raised webbing again because you can feel it almost. As well as give me Andrew's big bug eyes. Like that Spider-Man needs to have that. You can have him be emoting, have him not being emoting. I just want those big eyes.
My biggest complaint with No Way Home, which is such a nitpicky thing, was that he had like the black and red suit, not the blue and red suit.
Yeah, dude.
I'm with you there.
It's so nitpicky, but I was like, it's gotta be that. Come on.
I'm with you there.
I was telling Carter this, like if Tom Holland's Civil War and Homecoming suit didn't have the black lines on the pants, that would be my favorite Spider-Man suit in the MCU. Like I'm fine with the black on the shoulders. I think it looks nice, but I just wish the lines were not there on the pants, and that's like, I don't know. I love that suit.
Yeah.
It also kind of makes sense because of them remaking or doing a new suit for Spider-Man because if I'm not mistaken, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but Sony gets a percentage of the box office while Disney does all the merch. And like that's how they make their money off of Spider-Man. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but
I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, that sounds pretty like on par.
Yeah, it makes sense for Spider-Man to have like a billion different suits in one movie because Disney's like, we gotta pump these toys out, dude.
Yeah,
they're all about.
We gotta make our money back.
I mean, just look at Grogu. Look at the cash cow that Grogu is.
Oh yeah.
Like, if there's money to be made in merchandise, they're going to do it.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, like I'm fine with Peter having a whole bunch of suits, but just have them like Iron Man's like Hall of Armor. Just have him in his closet. Have him maybe in into the across the Spider-Verse in the basement. Like just have them. But I don't know.
Have you played the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, the old one, the Andrew Garfield one?
Yeah.
You remember how you could change your suits? You go to the apartment and he just had like that's what they need, just a closet, like a closet of just a bunch of suits.
But then just have the main one being the red and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love it.
No more nanotech.
Yeah, no more nanotech. No more CGI helmets. Like I love the fact that you can tell that Daredevil's helmet is real the entire time.
Yeah,
you see him physically put it on too. Like it's dude.
Also, shout out to the one interview guy at Screen Rant who told Charlie Cox to never do nanotech for Daredevil. Shout out to that dude. He's a hero.
Daredevil shouldn't have nanotech to begin with.
No. Armor, sure. Nanotech, get out of here, dude.
I mean, like Melvin Potter's great and he can do some cool shit, but don't go that far.
Yeah.
I still hope that Melvin's alive, but since Matt's been going through Luke Jacobson, I feel like Melvin died, fortunately. The Galactic Cantina saw Screen Crush mention that we might only have seen half a Doomsday cast, announced and RJ is going to be sitting in the middle of the cast. Like he's the centerpiece of a new era. I can 100% see that.
That'd be interesting.
Is it going to be episodes 7 and 8 or just 7? Tonight is just 7. I don't think we're getting any 2 more episodes for the season. I think we're done with that. But yeah, we got 3 more weeks of Daredevil. That's sad. I don't even want to think about that. That's sad.
Yeah, flew by. By.
Yeah.
How many episodes of Daredevil is there in total? So for season 1, we have 8 episodes. Sorry, we have 9 episodes, and then for season 2, I believe we're going to get 8. Maybe it's 10, because I think we're getting 19 episodes in total, which was originally what it was conceived to be.
Dang, 10 episodes.
And how many times the episode 7 get released? In about 8 minutes, it should be coming out. Just Born Again season 1. All right, yeah. So 9 episodes.
How do you think it's gonna end off this season? Cliffhanger?
Oh, 110%.
Oh, my cliffhanger idea. Can we talk about the leaks?
Well, yeah,
is that something we can talk about?
We could talk about them. I'm probably not going to show them on screen.
Yeah.
My cliffhanger had to go into that leak, and I know yours probably does too.
Yeah. Okay. If you have, yeah.
You know, educate me right now.
All right. You ready?
On go.
1. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2. Shit.
Okay. Dude,
3.
Flip a coin.
Yeah,
Flip a coin. Okay, you go first. All
right. So mine was gonna be at the end of Born Again. Matt is gonna be throwing down his suit. We're gonna see him grab a black can of spray paint it black with the DDs, and as he puts the suit back on, or as he's spray painting it, a back door's gonna get kicked open, and it's Task Force. That's where I like that was mine, but I know Carter's is gonna be cooler than mine.
See, mine was very, very similar to that. All right. Again, if you have not seen the leaks, we are spoiling it for you.
It's all over the internet at this point.
Yeah, it's all over. Mine was just he gets found out. So basically, pretty much the same thing, but instead of the door getting kicked in, it ends on the DD on the chest, and it cuts to black.
Oh my God.
And that's how season 1 ends. And I just got goosebumps.
I would love that. Because obviously that's
because he's going into hiding. Hiding. So he's like, they can't see black. But let me just leave this one little spot open.
Now after hoping from the Muse line almost being word for word in the show, besides like the "you're pretty" shit, I really hope we get the thing like I gotta stick to the shadows. I'm gonna be back in black for a little bit, and then he's gonna spray it. Like I would just want to get that line of him saying like I gotta go back in black, but it's not him putting on the Muay Thai ropes and like the Frank Miller suit.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger ending, Iron Fist mask, bandana tees. That'd be sick. I just want to see Finn light up the fist.
That'd be cool.
Bring Iron Fist back.
After everything you said too, he was like, "Yo,
dude,
let me come back."
Give me a fucking chance, man.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, let me do it."
I've been rooting for Finn to come back for years now, and I'm just glad that like us talking about it. I'm glad that he's seeing us talk about it too. Like he knows that at least we want him back, like us 3 anyway. But yeah. Can't wait.
Bring him back.
Catch back up some chats real quick. And I want a practical suit. No nanotech stuff. Yeah, me too, brother. I don't get rid of that shit.
Listen, if you're on the street, don't touch it.
Yeah, like people like the Wakandans 110% should have nanotech.
Yep.
The Pims, I'm gonna say no. I wish Ant-Man would go back to having a practical suit. Like I don't want to see him just and then it'd be instantly over his clothes. Like that. Like I hated that scene in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania when he walks into Janet's office, which is just, and it's immediately on.
It
like
turns into a rubber man.
like, yeah. I don't know, Nick. How do you feel about that?
About the nanotech, nah. For certain characters, yeah, but not for
like,
Daredevil.
Jane Foster shouldn't have had it at all.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That one was painful because her helmet looked so good too, and she could have just put it on. Like, I don't know. I didn't like how Thor did it either. Like,
I wonder why they do that for everybody. Why they make it so? Yeah,
because Iron
each
Man
suit
made it
costs
popular. Yeah.
On like very like the base level, each suit that they make for a movie is roughly around $100,000.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Damn, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're like, no, like you're not taking the suit home because they cost a lot of fucking money. Like, yeah. But I don't know. Iron Man should have nanotech. Wakandans, I would say maybe the Fantastic Four, but not for their suits. Have it for other stuff, like tech that they use. But that's, I don't know. That, for me anyway, that's about it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say Black Bolt. I'm not even gonna say that. Speaking of which, do you guys think the Inhumans is MCU canon?
The show?
Yeah.
I'll throw it in there and say yes.
Do you think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon?
No.
If I ever get the chance just to talk to Kevin Feige for 5 minutes, the first thing I'm going to say to him, so is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. canon or is it not canon? Because
that's a
then
wild thing.
My second question to that is going to be, the follow-up is, okay, so is Robbie Reyes the MCU Ghost Rider, or are we going to get a Johnny Blaze instead? Because Ghost Rider's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I want to say it's really tough. I want to say no.
I want to say no too.
Yeah, just because like when you look at the Netflix side, they reference small things that happen in the MCU. Yeah. But like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. played a lot into the MCU world, but because there was secrets, the studio heads and producers of the movies didn't tell the showrunners, hey, this is what we're doing. So the show had to catch up. And I think they did do the blip for like an episode or two of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think so. But like,
I didn't rewatch. I don't even remember that, dude.
Dude, I stopped I stopped after season 2 because like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was just trying their hardest to play catch up.
I just after Coulson died for like the 5th time, I was like, all right, I'm good.
I wanna say no.
Agents is in the timeline. Okay, I mean, I guess that kind of confirms it then, in a weird way. I don't know, but maybe it's a technicality thing too. Because like the one shots are too, but Thor and Banner were not on. They were not on World during Civil War. Hulk was on Sakaar.
Right.
So I mean, I have no clue. Bring back Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider. If he wants to, I would love him to be, but I honestly I feel like he's not going to want to, especially after him declining for Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh, he declined for Deadpool and Wolverine?
I believe so, because he was in the concept art, and I believe they talked to him, but he just said no. Though I saw it on Twitter though, so that take that with a grain of salt.
You gotta give him more money.
Honestly, I think he's just like put it to bed, and like he just made his peace with it. 3 more weeks? I believe so, yeah.
I don't see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on the timeline.
Oh,
I see Agent Carter, the one shot was Coulson, the consultant one shot, item 47, All Hail the King. I don't see it, and I see all the Netflix shows. Yeah, I don't see it.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyway, episode out, dude. Daredevil.
We'll catch back up on the chats when we finish the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the timer on screen quick. All right. So if you guys are new around here, we're gonna start a countdown to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and on go. I'm just gonna hit start on here and on Disney Plus, and I'm not gonna skip anything. If I get out of time with the timer, I'm just gonna skip back up to it. And yeah, at the end we'll come back, have a little discussion about the episode, and see how everyone felt. You boys ready?
Hell yeah.
All right, let me
all
throw
good.
up the PS5 real quick. Art for art's sake. You guys ready to see this shit? I really hope this new Muse fight's good.
This is probably the last episode Muse is in, right?
Probably for this season. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because he's gonna come back in season 2.
Yeah.
All right, art for art's sake, 43 minutes, so 37 before credits. Daredevil's back and races fists to stop Muse from killing again. All right, we're gonna be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I got the music this time. I am so excited for this episode, though. I'm just so glad to be back with Daredevil. The anticipation each week kills me. Oh shit! Hey guys, IMDb episode 7 or episode 8 has Bullseye in the thumbnail for it. Him with the tooth in his mouth.
Mm.
So interesting. Thank you for that. Oh, shit, that's how he finds out. Do these lines sound like ADR to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a couple of those sound like ADR.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah, a couple of those lines I was like, that was oddly, that was a little odd.
Yeah, but I feel like you're gonna get that, especially like with this show being completely overhauled.
Yeah, and especially since this episode's from the old stuff, like
yeah,
it definitely makes sense because they're gonna be updating it.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't change the weirdness every time you hear it though.
No, not at all.
Do you guys think we're gonna get a primal scream this episode?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Who's it gonna be from though? That's the real question.
I think it'd be hilarious if it's Muse.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that as a possibility.
his first like line is just him screaming. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to hear a primal scream is only a satisfying release. Please pull a tooth out.
Hell yeah.
We got a Zabrak in the shower. That's a little weird.
What a way to start the episode off, eh?
shit, that's the first time they said it.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
Dude, she's not making it out alive. I'm sorry. I'm
Hell
sorry.
no. Could be this episode, bro.
Could be. That was definitely a callback to Ben Affleck Daredevil when he said he just wants to feel her face. Like, Jessica's there. Just saying. That like screech he did reminded me of Rhino and Craven. Oh my god.
Oh shit. movies.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting uncomfy just like watching him. What the fuck? Damn, dude.
Damn.
Oh shit. Matt's just wiping all those fingerprints all over that. Like, dude, Matt's prints are all over the place now. Fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude. We're gonna get the shot of them entering.
Jesus Christ. It's freaky as hell, man. Hell no.
Mm.
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
Holy shit, let's fucking go. I think my heart is pounding right now. Here's that shot. Holy shit.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Mikey's got the stones.
Mm.
That smile. Oh, shit. Fucking knew it. Sausage looks pretty good though.
Mm.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn. Dude, the immediate second that she sent that text, I was like, oh, he's dead. not Fisk, but Luke, I was like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy shit. What an episode.
What an episode. Yeah, what an episode.
That was good. That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm shocked too. Dude, I'm shaking a little bit. I got fucking nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I genuinely thought Heather might actually die there. Because that was like
same.
all of the Heather Taylor scenes now are done.
Well, aren't they at the ball still?
Oh shit! No, yeah, no, you're right. Sorry. Yeah.
I was thinking that's why she wouldn't die this episode, but then I'm wondering, is there a chance it's just cut? That's not.
I mean, they've put a whole bunch of cut shit in the trailers, so there is the opportunity, but also there's that body shot in the trailer, in the live trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking they might not. How do you guys feel about Muse though?
Yeah,
I kind of felt like he wasn't gonna last the entire season.
I mean, because we had all those reports saying that he was going to be trickling into season 2 as well.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset that I wanted a little more.
I do too.
Yeah, I definitely wanted more, but I'm not. I feel like it was a little too soon.
Yeah.
To kill him off there.
Yeah.
Definitely thought he was going to make it through the finale.
Yeah, I did too.
Where somebody else takes the mantle of Muse.
If someone's going to take the mantle of Muse.
Yeah.
So right now in the comics, someone is actually taking the mantle of Muse. It's in Daredevil Unleashed Hell. What's that?
Like it becomes an idea, like an ideology in a way. Like
so,
a Muse movement.
He's it's so weird how they're doing it right now. He's a demon in the comics. Like he is possessing. He's possessing someone. Obviously, they probably wouldn't do that in the show. They'd probably do like what you're saying, as he's an ideology. He is an idea.
He also looks entirely different in the comics, like without the mask on too. So I was hoping we'd get that look, and we didn't.
Mm-hmm. I'm also really surprised they actually went into his origin, because that's all we really know. Like what we saw, that's it. That's all we know.
Yeah, because we didn't even get his name. We got Vincent Van Gogh, and that was like an alias. That wasn't even actually his actual name. Like there is no name for Muse in the comics. So having the name, and then also too like the mentioning like the Taekwondo. Fuck, I can't even speak. Talking about that being like his background, that wasn't in the comics either. It's from what I remember anyway.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. I think someone mentioned it in the chat of like, well, how does he know all these moves? And we're like, he could be like the Joker. We don't have to know. But then they're just like, no, don't have to know actually.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they gave it to us, but at the same time, they gave us more than I expected them to, because of how little we know of him in the comics.
I definitely wanted more.
I expected stuff with Blind Spot would come in a little bit, especially since of how with the shit that he does to Blind Spot. Rossi, they killed off Muse too fast.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted at least one more episode with him before that.
Yeah. I agree. I loved what we got of him though.
Yeah, it was nice. Like, I'm glad that we got what we got. It definitely did also feel like Muse, but we definitely didn't get enough.
Right.
But yeah, so next week is definitely gonna be the Gala episode, and then the finale is gonna be the team up with the task force, right?
Gotta be.
Because also too, from the IMDb thumbnail, Bullseye is gonna be the next episode, and where he gets out of jail.
Oh yeah.
So,
which I'm excited for. I am pumped for next week.
I'm like speechless right now. I don't know where this goes now.
Right?
Well, I guarantee Matt's gonna get outed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has to.
110%.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we look in the episodes, right here, episode 8. Okay, not that. But yeah. So he's getting out, and that's also gonna be the Gala episode. I guarantee it. Because this is gonna be the finale when Karen comes back. So, yeah, crazy though. Absolutely crazy.
How does Bullseye fit in now? That's not like.
Well, I'm assuming from the tooth thing and from the other trailer shots we haven't gotten of him when he's walking, and the broken window, he's gonna get out of jail.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. Taking this from the Mayor Fist comic, Muse gets out of jail. In that he's in prison and he gets out of jail. He kills all the guards and leaves the jail. I think that's what's gonna happen to Bullseye with the tooth. He's gonna use that as a starting point, and he's just gonna like we're gonna get almost like a Punisher hallway scene in prison, but with Bullseye.
That'd be pretty dope.
It would be dope as shit.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys rate?
What episodes do we have left now? Which titles?
8 and 9, and then for titles we have. Let's see here.
We have Excessive Force.
Nope, we already got that one.
We got that one. We're Straight to Hell, so that's gonna be Straight to Hell is gonna be the finale.
Straight to Hell, and then we're gonna have Isle of Joy. Isle of Joy is gonna be the next one with what the gala.
Yeah.
I'm with Go at the Cantina right there.
Oh, 100%, just like how we did in season 3.
Hell yeah.
100%. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Like now that like obviously the Galactic Cantina said this, it makes 110% sense. I didn't even think of that. Like I was just like, yeah. So what do you guys rate the episode? Definitely wasn't like the best one we've gotten out of the season, but
no,
it
this
wasn't
is like
bad.
the first time I'm gonna say that wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to be like, yeah, this wasn't the best.
No, that one wasn't. I liked it a lot, but it wasn't my favorite.
Fucking, they did him right, especially if like we were. I mean, I don't know how you guys felt, but I definitely felt creeped out by him.
Yeah,
like uncomfy, and that's exactly what they should have done.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I wanted more of him, because I liked how he played him. What was the actor's name? Hunter
Doohan. Dooh.
Yeah, I loved how he played him.
I do too. I think it was great.
Yeah.
So you say he's gonna be outed, and you think like everybody's gonna know?
I think Matt is gonna be public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Just because of the raid and the fact that we didn't get the "I'm not a crook" painting of Daredevil on the Capitol building from Mayor Fisk. Just because we didn't get it, I feel like he's an out him, because unless Fisk tells the task force that Daredevil is Matt Murdock, but I would rather him publicly out him though, because it would make it the stakes so much more.
And
that'd be why he has to be in the back in black suit.
Yeah,
because we never got this page at all right here. And so that's what I'm saying. Like he's got to get outed in some way.
I wish they did not kill off Purple Man, Kilgrave.
Yeah,
I wish they never did it, because there's a point in Mark Waid's run where he does get outed as Daredevil, and he forces the children of the Purple Man to tell everyone, the world, to forget Matt Murdock is Daredevil, and that would have been such a cool way to like have him outed as Daredevil, and then be like, let's have everyone forget real quick without having to use like magic or whatever. That I wish they never did that, because that would have been such a really cool twist at the end of season 2.
Yeah, honestly, like I personally, this probably be a bad take, but I feel like they wasted David Tennant as Kilgrave. Like he was great in Jessica Jones, but you shouldn't have killed him off. We could have gotten so much more with him, especially with Devil's Reign.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He was so awesome. But I give this episode, it might be low. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
I was gonna say like 7.5.
Yeah.
Me.
7. I like that.
Talk about this. I love how Fisk's rage is coming back. I do too. I love how he's like a little bit like releasing like the screams like a little bit. Like I don't know. Immediately when he did that, it reminded me of Rhino and Kraven. Immediately, that like little screech he does.
Yeah.
I immediately also was like, all right, he's pulling a little Rhino in that one. But dude, how did Matt dink the Powell right in the face, right in the nose, and then he's up 5 minutes later on the phone, no bruises?
Yeah, dude, nothing. That's what I was thinking.
I was like, hang on, just a second there. That was a little.
This dude's getting beat up the whole show,
Dude,
and he's like bouncing back like nothing happened.
Yeah, no, his face should have been caved in from that fucking the fridge, and then the slam, and then yeah. Sham says on Instagram, a group of good boys. Thank you, sir. Dude, I don't know. Powell has to have like an adamantium skull at this point. Like, dude is not showing any signs. Because I don't know. Even in that like press conference, he should have been bruised or starting to bruise.
Yeah.
It's funny as fuck though the fact that he just hey, and then he's just out. And then 5 minutes later he's on the phone. Like
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
that hook thing reminds me of the Asian guy from The Hand in season 1. You talking about Nobu with his chains? Yeah, it's. I love how they designed his grappling hook for this. Like
Dude,
I love
when
how
it shot through Muse.
Yeah,
that
I was not expecting
sick.
that.
That
not
was
expecting
super
that.
dope. For a second, I thought it went through his chest, and I was like, "Oh snap!" But no, I went through the shoulder.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was gonna come through right through the paint in the middle or the blood right in the middle. I thought it was gonna come right through that. I was like, oh, they're like he's gonna lower it like X-23 him.
Yeah.
That was awesome though. I'm grinning like a madman again. Of course you are, dude. Fisk knows Vanessa wants him dead now since probably she only knew he was on there. Immediately when Vanessa went to meet with him and she's like, "Are you asking for my permission or for my help?" I immediately was like, "Oh no, she's gonna report immediately to Wilson."
Yeah, I thought two different things. At first I thought she was turning on him, but then I was like, well, it makes more sense that she wasn't turning on him than she was setting the guy up.
Yeah.
They're gonna dink glasses down in that cellar where Adam is, so it's like kind of saying like I can't see her turning, and then also that like him and Matt and her are gonna dance in the gala together. So
yeah, this gala.
I want more, and I know I shouldn't. Of Muse, right here, dude. Right here, along with other Martins. All of Charles Soule's run. Go for it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I feel like Bullseye was gonna be the main non-Fisk villain. I feel like he could have been, but we would have needed more of him sooner. Cabraphonic. Okay, so who are after the last couple episodes? Task Force. Yeah, so episode 9, the finale, is going to be the raid on Matt's apartment. Episode 8 is probably going to be Bullseye getting out of jail and the gala.
So where does Bullseye go after episode 8? Back to jail, or?
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I feel like he's always going to be lingering. I feel like he's always going to be some type of annoying threat throughout the show.
I would love for him to just be that. Like, I would love for him to keep coming back every single season and just wreaking havoc, and then, yeah,
peacing out. Yeah.
I don't think he's the body on that table in the gala episode. Like we saw, like that shot of a body on the table.
I was going to say that the guy that he killed was the body.
It could be. Honestly,
but it doesn't make sense now. I feel like
I could see Fisk.
Boys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
It's not good. I could see Fisk planting Adam's death on Bullseye, and that'd be Adam's body on the table. Because Heather looks distraught in that shot of her, like Fisk holding hands and there's blood on her shirt, and the body's there. We don't see who it is, but she looks distraught, and he just looks like Fisk.
Heather's in that shot.
Not Heather, Vanessa. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I missed that completely.
No. Here, I'll pull it up in the live trailer. There's a shot.
It was him and Vanessa, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I missed that if it was Heather. Damn.
I
was like,
I'm jealous.
That changes everything now.
Let's see where it is.
You think Heather finds out that he's Daredevil before he gets outed?
Yeah. I think she already kind of figured it out.
You think she figured it out, or he's gonna be like, all right, it's me?
He's gonna tell her, but I feel like she's gonna be like, I already knew. Like, I don't know. Same thing with Angela. I feel like she already knows because Matt's not changing his voice. He's not hiding his voice. He isn't shaving either. He looks the same with like how on as he does off. Maybe that's because of how much of a Daredevil fan I am. But like, I don't know. I feel like Matt's got to do a little bit better work of hiding his face.
Yeah, it's got to be Adam, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This has to be Adam.
Oh, yeah,
look at her face. And Fisk looks like fuck this guy, but she looks like, oh my god.
This could be next episode.
Yeah, this is Gala's next episode. And same thing.
That's the same things they were wearing.
Yep. And then here's the shot of Bullseye. Right here. He's getting out. That
dude, you think he's gonna spit that tooth out at someone and kill him with it?
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
I guarantee we're gonna get like from Colin Farrell's Bullseye. Like, it's not gonna be like him playing darts and using like the paperclip, but it's gonna be like, hey, guard, and he's gonna kill him, but he's gonna get his keys.
You know what we should do? Like,
What's up?
like after Daredevil wraps up, we should do like a commentary on the 2003 Daredevil movie.
Can we do the theatrical cut? Or not theatrical? Can we do the
Director's cut?
I
gotta find it, but yeah, I'm down.
Y'all never actually seen it.
I got it right here, dude. This is an entirely different fucking
in
movie,
it,
dude. There's an entire 50 minutes of a whole Coolio subplot missing. It should have been the theatrical release. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I think I can. I think I can rent it on Amazon.
The theatrical, or the director's cut?
Yeah, I think so. Let me
I'll say,
check.
'cause also too, I mean, we wouldn't be able to show it on screen, but I can also screen share it to you guys too, through Discord. But yeah, that'd be fun as hell. I would love to do that. Because immediately when we got the shot of the blood going into the drain in the shower, I immediately was like, oh, he's gonna pull out a tooth and throw it down there too, like Ben Affleck did.
Yeah.
I love the parallels though and the callbacks that they're making to it. Josh Jackson, I hate when Marvel kills off great villains that have such great stories to be told. Yeah, they have a tendency to kill them off a little too early. If I'm gonna be completely honest. Pedro, YSL, prior episode, he showed too fast and died too fast. Yeah, he definitely didn't get he didn't get enough love, I feel like. I mean, he was great, but I definitely wish we got more of him. Anita, the pacing of the show feels off, like a bunch of ideas stitched together and still great performances. That's because half of the show is rewritten and reshot. So like this episode was from the original go of the show. This was shot almost 2 years ago. So they're shooting new stuff to try and make it fit their new version of the show. So it's going to feel like that. Season 2 is going to feel entirely different, but it's going to feel a lot more like the new shit. Season 2 is going to be a banger. I'm telling you guys that right now.
Yeah, season 2 is going to be sick.
I'd say it's like a 7.2 out of 10. Accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect way to interrupt the gala when Matt is in a vulnerable position as the civilian Matt Murdock has to find his way to stop it, like the bank heist episode. Yeah, and the fact that Matt and Vanessa are going to be dancing together and Heather and Fisk are going to be dancing together, Bullseye might kill Heather on that one.
Does Matt out himself in that episode, you think?
I don't think to Heather.
Yeah, just like, he's kicking ass in that episode. Maybe he starts to fight Bullseye without the suit.
Maybe. Maybe. Because there is a shot in the trailer. We don't see who is pushing, but somebody gets shoved up against a wall, and they're wearing a black suit, and Matt's also wearing a black suit, but everyone in that room is, besides Fisk. And we see black suit arms push them against the wall, and there's a person there that hits the wall. The person is just a random person, but we don't see whose arms, like, who behind the arms is. That very well could be Matt. Because it also reminds me of the gala episode when they got married, and Matt also was going through fucking people up in the hallway before saving Vanessa. In season 3. Because Dex shows up with the microphone.
Yeah.
Muse getting killed off sucks in the long run, but it makes sense realistically. It definitely does make sense. I just wish we got more before they killed him off. But Kilgrave, one of my favorite live action villains. Yeah, he was great. They needed to use him way more.
Yeah, agree.
It's such a waste, David Tennant. He was great for what we had, but goddamn, we could have gotten so much more.
Dude, he's Purple Man. Kilgrave is so dope in the comics. He is so sick.
Jessica Jones doesn't do him justice.
No, dude, like he first appears in Daredevil issue 4, like that issue, so good. And like if you read early Daredevil before Frank Miller came on the book, very rough, very rough reads. But there are shining moments, and issue 4 is a shining moment. It is so good. His first appearance is amazing.
I loved him in Daredevil Yellow as well.
Dude,
that felt like the Netflix. Like for me, I was like, oh, that's Kilgrave from the Netflix show, but I see where they got it from.
Yeah, dude, reading Daredevil Yellow is just basically a summary of the first few issues of the original Daredevil. It's amazing.
It also, like, to me, it feels like it's a retelling, but not a retelling of the Ben Affleck movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah.
At least to me, because like I love that movie so much, even though it's not what it should be. Like, I just see so many points in that. I'm like, oh, I see where they took inspiration from. I see how they changed it, but it's cool seeing like what it was.
You saw that comment.
Yeah, I see the comment. Yeah, you're laughing at.
I would say James Marsden.
I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one.
He's got the chiseled like look though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that Spider-Man logo is pretty
Dude,
sick.
Yeah,
if they don't put James Marsden in the yellow and blue and say to me, my X-Men, as well as walk back that line from the yellow spandex, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
He better be in yellow spandex.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, we're gonna riot if we don't see spandex in the Doomsday.
He better have the trunks too. Just to, I don't know. Like I love
Yes.
James Marsden, I love my Cyclops, but I want him to get humiliated just a little bit, not like in a bad way.
Yes, I hope Superman wearing red trunks brings back trunks for everyone.
I wouldn't say everyone. I don't want to.
No, everyone, dude. Batman included.
I think Batman would be the only one that can get away with it, but it has to be Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
Like if we get like Jensen Ackles in the trunks, it's not gonna feel the same, at least to me anyway. Rossi just reminded me to throw up a poll real quick.
Put all superheroes in trunks. Who else wears trunks? Daredevil low-key kind of wears trunks. He wears red trunks over red pants. Yeah.
Definitely wears trunks. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see Matt with the trunks on, though, if I'm going to be honest. I really don't want to see it. Quick question. Have y'all seen the episode yet? I'm new here. Yep, we just finished the episode. What's your thoughts about the Daredevil black suit with a double D?
Incredible.
I wish I could throw up the Homelander like little snippet. It was perfect.
It's perfect.
Down to the last minute details. Powell took some lessons from Dex, 100%. He's taking those hits like a fucking champ. And Negan would be proud of those hits that he takes. The noise that makes whenever Daredevil pegs his billy club on someone's head is satisfaction. Yeah, that ping. That's what I'm saying. His skull should be cracked from how hard he hit him in the head.
That dude should just not be a cop anymore at this point. I mean, he's gotten hit so much this season.
He
like,
has to have
how's
brain
he
damage.
still? Exactly. Like, how's he able to walk, dude? Like he's got hit in the head so many times.
That's crazy. I love the comparison between Heather and Karen. Karen unloading on Wesley and Heather shooting Bastion. I didn't think of that right away, but now after saying that, it definitely like the parallel is definitely there.
Yeah. How do you guys like the show without Karen and Foggy?
I honestly I feel like it works, but it definitely also feels like that is missing a little bit.
Yeah.
And obviously
it's different. It's different.
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
And we know she's gonna be back in 9, and obviously in season 2 as well from the set photos. But and in the finale, she will be back 110%. There's a shot of her getting out of her car and looking over at Matt and Frank. She will be back. I promise you guys.
Yeah.
I think Fisk is gonna strike another deal with Bullseye, and they'll work together. Honestly, I feel like Vanessa set up the hit on Foggy.
Yeah, every weekend, every week, I feel like that's getting truer and truer.
Yeah, because also too, Dex was gonna kill Karen. I feel like I've said this before. I'll say it again. Fisk made that deal with Matt not to tell his identity and not to hurt Karen and Foggy. Vanessa didn't. Vanessa was there. She knows that Matt is Daredevil. She didn't make that promise, and we already seen her order the killing of Agent Nadim, and sent Dex after Nadim.
You think we find out this season if that's true, or that's a lingering thing for until next season?
I feel like it might be a season 2 subplot, but especially with the whole Secret Life of Foggy Nelson and being a Wet Pro.
You think that's happening? A Secret Life?
I don't think he's gonna be Daredevil, but I feel like honestly, it very well could be that he's in witness protection because he got taken away in the ambulance. And like obviously we have the prayer card, but they can easily they can fake someone's death. They've done it before. I mean, look at Elektra, look at Nobu.
Was there a funeral for him?
Well,
Did they mention one? They didn't show one, but did they mention one?
There's the prayer card, and that's from a funeral in memory of Franklin Nelson.
Yeah, but I used to work at a funeral home, so you could just make.
Oh shit, you're right. I guess
you could just make those, yeah.
But I'm assuming because he has the prayer cards that there was
some type of like service, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish we would have gotten a funeral because that would be more confirmation that he's like actually dead.
Yeah.
But because we didn't is also a little like, okay. And I feel like Matt, with Foggy talking to Matt, I feel like Matt would have went and visited his grave by now.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I feel like we would have seen him like go walk up to the headstone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's interesting.
Could be a finale thing. I wouldn't count it out.
Yeah.
No, you're 100%. I don't want to jump the gun on that either.
Yeah.
Do you think next episode will set up season 2 and the finale? 110%.
Oh yeah. Towards that. We'll get a massive cliffhanger.
Maybe not all about him breaking out of prison, but a majority of it, definitely.
The first 5 minutes.
Honestly, I could see it being maybe even a little bit longer, to be honest.
I was gonna say 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10, 15 maybe. Y'all think Muse? This is the end for Muse? Unfortunately, probably. Because they're confirming that he's dead. So
yeah. I hope not. Like how what me and Nick were mentioning earlier, that he could just be like an idea and just like carry on to the next person.
Same thing with White Tiger. Like
it
just flipped.
Yep.
I love Luca. He was such a good character, but also really had to go fuck everything up again. Luca's a piece of shit. I'm gonna be honest. Luca, he got what he was coming. He's getting a little too big for his britches. The little head was telling the big head what to do.
Yeah.
You got that. Watch party for the OG director's cut. Yeah, I second that idea. Same.
Let's go.
The Galactic Cantina. I remember watching the old Daredevil movie the first time when I was laying in a hospital bed. I'm sorry, my man. I hope you enjoyed it though. What are your thoughts on Muse getting a backstory? I'll let you guys handle this one.
I don't mind it. But I definitely see the issue that people would have with it.
I don't know. I think for this take of the character, I don't mind it. Because I love the mystery aspect. I like the Joker-esque inspiration that he has in the comics, where we know literally nothing about him, and that's fine. And we can ride with that. And I feel like it was kind of a missed opportunity to do it in the show in a cool way, but
because
for this version, it still works.
Because we never gotten this version of Muse before, like in the show anyway. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, with the mask off.
That's what I'm saying. So like I want to see this Muse, but like this Prison Break right here, I guarantee is gonna be Bullseye instead of Muse.
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah.
Who do you think killed Hector? That would be Sergeant Cole North.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. He was wearing the same jacket.
When that happened, I remember I came in y'all's chat and I was like, "It's Cole North," and I just left.
Yeah, immediately when it happened, I'm like, "Oh, it's Cole, 100%." That's Cole.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like a lot of people are gonna say the Punisher. I'm just gonna run in and be like, "Cole North." I'm just gonna run out.
No, I immediately was like, Frank wouldn't do that. Frank wouldn't do that.
Doesn't Cole North doesn't he kick Daredevil's ass in the first time they meet?
Yeah.
So you think they're gonna do that this season? Because I mean, he's gonna meet him in the finale at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
that's where the
everyone's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Honestly, if he doesn't get shot by Frank, I could see them fighting hand to hand. I don't know if he'll kick his ass though.
I'm gonna love to see them teaming up.
Like Cole North in the comics is much bigger, much bigger than.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's definitely slimmed down in this.
Yeah.
But season 2 is filming right now. Who knows what the difference can be with
right.
Yeah. Wasn't the OG Netflix crew behind the reshoots? Yes, they were. Phil Severa and his team, Action Factory Stunts. They did a lot of stuff.
A lot of good is what they did, man.
Yeah. I believe the next 2 episodes are only ones along with episode 1 that are 100% of the new narration of the show. Yeah, episode 6 was shot beforehand, but they redid that entire thing, the entire fight anyway. So yeah, you're definitely right.
You can tell it was the ADR and everything as well, because it wasn't just in that one scene. Like I felt it a little bit in the interaction between Heather and Muse, that there's a little bit of weird ADR thing going on with Heather, at least.
Same thing in episode 2 with when Buck was meeting with all of the 5 heads of the families. There was one line that Buck said that was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" That was definitely ADR. Because it just sounded so odd. It sounded so out of place. But yeah, episode 1, the Muse fight in 6, and then 8 and 9 are the new stuff.
That recent comment, I have a comic for that. Hold on, I have a comic for that recent comment.
All right, well, wait. While I catch up on chats real quick. I barely read the comics at all, but the series makes me want to pick up. Dude, once you start, you won't stop. It's coming from someone that has 12 comics on the way right now from delivery. It's a problem that they're cheap. That's like,
hell yeah.
I got these 5 for $15. Like these 5 comics for $15. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they're great. Rossi with the member for 3 months. So thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Daredevil and Batman.
Hell yeah.
I know it's never gonna happen, but a Daredevil and Batman team up film would be the best thing since James Marsden.
It's happened in the comics.
It's just like to me, it's my personal headcanon that the Ninja Turtles were a result of Matt Murdock's accident. You can't convince me otherwise.
Hell yeah.
Just put some visors in a blue and yellow suit in the new Spider-Man logo. Dude, just have a wallpaper in the back or somewhere of Cyclops. Honestly, for Doomsday and Secret Wars, do you think we're gonna get the full head thing from the comic, where you only see his mouth, where everything's fully covered, with the X's across the visor from the Ultimate Universe? Do you think we're gonna get
that? That would be sick.
I don't want to get my hopes up. I gotta stop talking. I'm gonna I'm gonna make it worse. Did you watch the Reacher season 3 finale? I love the series. Season 3 is better than season 2. Honestly, I haven't watched the Reacher. Sorry, not the Reacher.
I hear good things about it.
I watched the movie, and I couldn't buy Tom Cruise in that movie. I definitely need to get around to watching the show now.
Yeah, I get a lot of clips on TikTok of it, so
I do too. I get them all over my reels. All over the place. I want to see a Daredevil spinoff that's like Law and Order, and it's just Matt and Foggy in court being actual lawyers. Yo, that is season 1 of the Netflix show, and season 2. Yes. That's why I'm saying, so many people have been saying, "Oh, the show's boring, the show's slow." Go back and watch the original show and tell me the same thing, because this is leagues ahead of pace wise compared to what the Netflix show was. And I'm not even complaining about it being slow either. I love the Netflix show's slowness with those legal procedurals.
So far between, I mean, obviously this season's not done yet, but between the Netflix show and this, what do you guys feel is a better kind of take on Daredevil right now?
I don't think it's a fair comparison yet. Yeah, 3 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 4 seasons with Defenders. I feel like maybe after season 2, that question is going to change. But I just don't feel like we got enough yet to really say for sure. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the Netflix show is still so high up here. This definitely isn't there, but it's better than season 2. 110%.
I think the best interpretation of the character is season 3 of Daredevil.
100%.
That's the best interpretation, and probably it's so good it'll probably never get topped. It's just one of those things that just you're never gonna beat it.
So don't even try to don't even try. Just try to make something special.
Right.
So if I were to rank all the seasons we've gotten, I'm gonna say Defenders. I'm gonna count that as a season. So I'm gonna say Defenders number 4, or sorry, Defenders number 5, season 1 number 4, season 2 number 3, Born Again 2, and then 1 season 3. Because I like Born Again more than season 2, but season 2 and Born Again are neck and neck for me. I really love season 2. Not a lot of people did. I really
Yeah.
love the first 4 episodes with Frank. Like, I love episode 4 so fucking much. Didn't Deborah Ann Wool post a photo of her, during her shoot, Charlie and John on set, covered in sweat and blood or something like that? Yep, that's the finale episode of all 3 of them together. But to continue, I think that Vanessa currently has more power in the underworld since the gangs left Fisk. Yeah, she's the new queenpin of crime, as Echo would say it. She's the new queenpin. But Fisk definitely is still calling shots in some way.
Yeah.
I hope Defenders return in season 2. Same here, man. Same here. I'm surprised none of them have showed up in this show yet. Like, I feel like it's almost too late now.
I feel like it's going to be Defenders plus new members.
100%. Because obviously, like, I'm thinking honestly more and more we might not see the Daughters of the Dragon in that Defenders lineup now. Like, it's just,
unfortunately.
yeah. The Vanessa versus Fisk is the most interesting stuff. Interesting take. That's the first time I think I've heard that.
Yeah, I hear the people. I feel like Kingpin's like the least.
Yeah, I've heard him being hated the most.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's kind of what I've been feeling.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad, just like it's the weakest so far. But I think it's going for a slow burn with him because there's just so many other things happening.
I guarantee in season 2. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get it fully, but I could totally see him being in the Karate Gi training as season 2 starts. Because he has that punching. He has the punching bag down there.
I would be on the floor, like, laughing. I think
Don't give him the black speedo though. Leave that. Leave
No,
that alone.
dude, go all out, dude. Do that. I'd be on the floor.
Carter wants
laughing.
all the trunks and everything. He's like,
Dude, all the trunks. It doesn't matter. Give me all the trunks. Carter Comics for trunks. Let's do it.
Fucking drugs. I started reading the Star Wars novels in November, and I've listened to 27 of them since. Holy shit. That's a lot.
Dude.
Bullseye's going to use his own tooth to bust out of jail. Yeah, dude, he's going to do some.
I can't wait. He's going to spit that tooth out at someone and kill him. It's going to be awesome.
I swear to you, we're probably going to get a shot of the Magneto and Kevin Bacon shot of the coin going through the head. It's going to be that, but with a tooth.
Yeah. Oh, I got me pumped for next week, dude.
In regards to the Batman comic?
Yeah, dude. I was surprised when I found this. This was an instant cop.
I didn't even know it was a thing until you grabbed it.
Dude, I didn't know it was a thing until I found it. I was like, what? And then I read it, and it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was actually
So
really
many
good.
people say that like Batman and Daredevil are extremely similar and almost the same character. They're fucking not. They're
very
there's
different.
a fine line.
They're very, very different.
I love this comment. 1 second here. Even with all the multiverse stuff and gritty street level stuff Marvel is currently doing, I'd love to see the Midnight Suns eventually, regardless if it's before or after Secret Wars. Please do a fucking Midnight Suns movie.
yeah,
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
Because you sent me the Midnight Suns shorts, and their theme song intro thing was like,
Yeah,
I would love to sit down every Saturday morning and watch this.
Yeah, I would too. I hope they focus more on Daredevil than Matt in season 2. I'm also for that. I'm gonna tell you right now, Matt Murdock is dead in season 2.
yeah.
Daredevil is what remains.
Yeah.
Kenobi quote. Yeah, Matt Murdock is gonna cease to exist. Daredevil's gonna be what remains.
I feel like the majority of Marvel fans who are complaining about this show because there is no Daredevil is going to absolutely love season 2. Because, like what you said, there's going to be more Daredevil.
They're also gonna hate the out of season 1.
Yeah. If they go back and watch the original show, they would hate
because
the
he
first
doesn't put on the
season.
suit to the last 10 minutes of the episode. So we've had it worse. I'm saying be glad that we get what we have right now.
But a lot of people love that black suit with the
100%.
cloth over his face. People love that suit.
The season 3 version is perfect.
Yeah, season 3's version's way better. So that means
A reason the show feels slow is because the Netflix show dropped all at once, and this is weekly, so it tells a story much more. Sorry, so it tells much slower than Netflix show, especially for people who binge it all But yeah, 100%. Like, if they released it all at once, it probably would be fine. But because they're not, in a way, it's shooting themselves in the foot. But also, I don't think it really is. I guarantee when they're all out, the numbers are going to go up too.
Yeah.
Because
That's what we can hope.
Daredevil jumped 157%, like the original show, since Born Again came out. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to go up a little bit. Maybe Muse lives.
Through another person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Through someone who is inspired.
Yeah, I don't want it to be Bastion. I really wonder how Charles Soule feels about this.
Let's ask him, dude. I'll hit him up.
DM him. I don't know. He doesn't respond to my DMs anymore, so maybe like he just leaves me in red. So maybe you can DM him this time.
Ask him, dude.
Honestly, I really think Marvel should have taken their time and reshot the whole show. It's very choppy for me. I don't hate the show. Marvel just needs to get a home run right now. Season 2, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I guarantee it's gonna feel so much better.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. It definitely is cut together, but it doesn't take me out of it personally. But I can definitely see how it takes others out of it.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Season 3 also has the best roast of characters in the Defender Saga shows. I hope Season 2 brings back some of the Netflix side characters. They're all amazing. Where the fuck is Turk? Like, I want Turk in a trash can. I want Luke Cage to lock him in a trash can again. Turk was the connective tissue from all the shows. Same thing with Brett Mahoney. Where are they? Where's Brett Mahoney? They showed the 15th precinct. Where the fuck is Brett? I want Brett. Like, I feel like this shouldn't be a hard ask. Where's Brett and where's Turk? I originally thought, like, Turk was going to be, like, showing up in the first episode or two.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. I'm sorry. I love Turk just so much, just because, like, he's always up to something and he always gets shit on. Like, whenever you see him on screen. Like, Turk is always in a bad situation. I'll leave this to one of you too.
Damn. That's a good what if right there.
Okay, which Mandarin though? Are Eldritch Killian or Trevor Slattery? Because that also depends. Rosario patching up Turk in the season finale post-credit scene. I would love for Claire to come back and like just, hey Luke, want to get some coffee? I don't know. Like, I want to see Claire back at some point.
That's a good one. I want to know what happened to Marcy. That's a yeah.
Yeah, because Foggy wasn't with Marcy because he was trying to pick up fucking Kirsten.
Yeah.
So what happened between him and Marcy? They were gonna get married. Also, I want to see Foggy's mom again. Let's bring Oz's mom back in.
Yes,
dude, I want to see his mom just in the show. Rossi says that Daredevil season 2 is a favorite season. I had not know it was a favorite. Sorry, I didn't know it was the least favorite. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. I love it, but I also can see where
it's not that it's a bad season. It's just it's the weaker one of the 3 from the original show.
I feel like they tried to cram
it's
too much.
It's no way like a bad season.
No, if there's a bad season, it's Defenders, and Defenders I don't even think is bad. It's just like the weakest of the bunch. Because how do you jumble the 4 characters and make it all work every single episode?
In 8 episodes?
Yeah. And then also tie it all up and then make it lead back into all their shows.
Yes.
The setup was
great. It worked really good with Daredevil.
Oh, 100%.
Really
the best
good with him.
I would say Jessica Jones also worked really well with that too.
That's true. That's true.
Kind of off topic. I would love to see Punisher villains that haven't been adapted in live action, like Barracuda, Bushwhacker, Maguchi. I would love
Bushwhacker would be so weird in live action. I would love it.
I want Willis Stryker to come back, dude. Like, get him out of the raft. Yeah. I want actual Willis Stryker Diamondback to be Diamondback.
Yeah.
Not the Justin Hammer love boy. I don't know. I'm meeting Rosario May 31st. Gonna convince her to return for the season 3. Dude, just gotta.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
I thought season 3 was the weakest, to be honest. I could feel that, especially like I don't know if Rossi, if you have, but if you haven't watched all the other shows that connect into the Defenders, Like if you just go from season 1, 2, and 3, you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And no one is gonna want to go through all of the shows and watch every single one of the shows. My wife and I did it, and I know she definitely didn't want to at first, but by the end of it, she was like, "I'm glad we did," but it definitely wasn't needed either.
I love season 3 because Matt just absolutely drops fire lines.
Truth
Like,
bombs left and right.
dude, like in it. And I grew up religious, so like a lot of the things he says like really tugs at my heartstrings a little bit. I'm just like, man.
See, I'm not anymore, but I grew up super Catholic. After like
Yeah.
8 or 9, I completely stopped. But like
Mhm.
because of that, like I want to see Matt go back to his I want to see Matt in confession, not like the religious side of it, but also like what the Father Lantom line. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Sorry, I'm not seeking forgiveness for what I've done. I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do. Like
That's not how it works.
like I want to see Matt like struggling with that side of him because that's a key part to
Yeah.
the character.
Yeah, it is.
Since the original version it didn't connect at all to the Netflix show, maybe that's the reason this character's not here yet. But fingers crossed, season 2, Sister Maggie, Hogarth. I honestly, I think Jerry's dead. I think Jerry probably died by now, sadly. Just because of. Wait, was Jerry actually? I can't remember. Was she actually sick, or was that just a facade? Because Hawkburn also was Jerry's husband, the same actor anyway, who played her husband. Damn, did you? Yeah, because she had ALS, and we never saw really what happened to her. I've watched every single Netflix Marvel show. I'm glad you have. Definitely. Then, yeah, season 3, I can get it. In my opinion, Iron Fist was really underrated. I really liked it. Season 2 was so much better. I liked anytime I hear Iron Fist or think of Iron Fist, I immediately hear So Fresh So Clean by Outkast. That opening sequence, it's like so much of Iron Fist to me is like that song and that opening sequence of the plane crash. They set up so much with the ending too, and they just didn't do anything with it. After the series ends, I'm gonna rewatch all the Netflix shows. I probably am as well. I just don't want to soak up everything.
Same. At least just Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because that's.
I'm probably gonna rewatch Iron Fist season 2. That's just to get ready for Daredevil season 2. Born Again. Diving back from the Defenders would be peak, especially if they include him just catching the Iron Fist and breaking Danny's back. Honestly, I want to see Danny not like be the villain, but almost kind of be the villain of Shang-Chi too.
That'd be interesting.
Not like a villain, but I want to just have him in that movie.
Just like a clash almost between the two characters. Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely missing in some way. But I also this could just be wishful thinking. I mean, maybe even like, okay, I doubt they'll do it, but even like go back to what was it? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Orson Randall, have like if they can do anything with that, because obviously there's gonna be an Iron Fist and Eyes of Wakanda. I feel like that could be Orson, but I don't know. I want to see more of Iron Fist.
I do too.
I love when he walks up to the front desk and literally tells them that he is Danny Rand. Yeah, and no one believes him. Rossi, I loved all the Netflix shows, but this was a big. Sorry, I was in this big of a nerd back then. Dude, those shows, that time frame, was a time to be alive. I remember when the teaser for Punisher season 2 came out, and he was in the murder van with the map, and he was going to Michigan. I was just like, oh, this is gonna get good. Well, definitely time to be alive, for sure. But I know that I gotta get out of here soon. I don't know about you guys, but do you guys want to wrap things up?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we can. We're being going for like 2 hours now.
Yep. So final predictions for last week or for next week? Sorry.
Peak.
Peak.
Yeah, well, peak. Bullseye kills at least one person with Twisted Tooth. If I see that, we're all good.
I feel like this isn't gonna happen, but I would want to see him put on a suit.
like a classic looking with the bullseye and everything.
Even if he has Daredevil's, because like we have one shot of him where he's like looking through like a window in like an apartment, and it's like definitely run down and there's glass broken. He's looking through it. I feel like he could be in his old apartment, because in his old apartment he had the Daredevil costume there too. I feel like maybe he could have like the cowl or something and seem like sawing off the horns.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. And he like paints the bullseye.
Yeah, because we saw him in the
That
gloves
would-
too.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
I want him to have his yellow eyes. I'm so sad that he doesn't have the eyes. I wish that carried over.
Yeah.
Yes, more of Danny. I still don't like Heather. I'm sorry. Also, too, I don't know if you guys know this. Real quickly, at the beginning of the Ben Affleck Daredevil, when he stops being Daredevil for that first night, when he hits the answering machine, immediately he's like, "Matt, it's Heather. Where have you been? You've been missing lately." And I never thought about it when I was younger, but it makes sense. Like, oh, so Heather Glenn was also in that universe. He was dating Heather before Elektra came in. So maybe after Heather dies in this show, Elektra comes back. Maybe they're gonna do a reverse. Fingers crossed.
Cool.
But yeah. So quick announcement too. Carter will now be a permanent member of the Comic Talk podcast. He will be here every single time we do a stream if he can be. So
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
glad to have him here, and
Hell yeah.
cannot wait. Especially with all the new stuff coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. The future is bright, my friends. It's gonna be great.
Oh, dude, next year's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Next
This
year's
year
gonna be
too.
so good.
There's so much great things coming out. I cannot wait for Fantastic Four. Cannot wait for
July, yeah.
Superman
July.
Superman is gonna be so awesome. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, guys, we'll see you back next week at 7:30 or 7:45 Central Time, 8:45, 8:30 Eastern, for episode 7, the Gala episode, and Bullseye's Escape. All
Hell
being
yeah.
said, see you guys next one. Deuces.
Thanks, guys.
Woo!